Welcome to the vlog. Hi. I know that's so silly. Oh, you want me to do with this? I'm at a very interesting stage of the novel right now where I'm in the first draft. I'm 60,000 words in, and I'm trying to finish the draft before Celine and I go to Charleston for Memorial Day weekend. The hope is that I could get to between 75,000 and 80,000 words in the first draft. Oh, this is blush. Celine loves sitting with me when I do my makeup. I'm not a big makeup girly, but at this rate, she's going to be one. I have 8 chapters left to write. I don't yet know what happens in the end, so I have to figure that out. The purpose of this video is every day I'm gonna share my writing count, my word count specifically, and see how much I get done, how much I get distracted by being a single mom, by going viral on Instagram or whatever's happening in the day. I've got to finish this draft. I would love to go on vacation without it hanging over my head. I'm not yet sharing what the book is about, but that will come. Obviously, it's a romance novel. I've been dropping very minor Easter eggs in my Substack. I don't think anyone's caught on to those yet, which is completely fine because they're very, who's trying to do work on Easter eggs that I'm dropping just yet? All right, little baby. Naturally, I've just finished hair and makeup and time to go to the gym. Yay! I don't know how this vlog's gonna go. I've never done this before. Hopefully this word count thing will be interesting to you, and hopefully I will be capping this off and saying that I finished the draft, that everything is glorious, and I'm off to vacation. This is what writing looks like for me. I'm in bed, laptop, in my pajamas, even though it's 11:30 a.m. Makeup from yesterday is still on. It's a good look. Anyways, it's about as unaesthetic as possible, but I've been trying to have a session that's first thing where I don't have to get ready. I barely eat breakfast. I don't know, this is probably not healthy. It's now 3.5 hours later. I have amazing writing hair. Usually as I write, my hair gets bigger, or I put it up, or I mess with it. It's part of my process, I did 700 words, kept getting distracted because of Instagram, the internet, all of the terrible distractions that are available out there. My baby is not going down for her nap and is crying, so I'm gonna go. I swear I've not been in my pajamas all day. I did shower. I did also finish 1,776 words, so I am calling it for the night. It is 1:15 and I still have to go clean up the kitchen. And it's raining, so it's kind of delightful right now. Day 2 of the final push of the first draft. Today my challenge is going to be that I don't know which chapter I want to write, and so I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that out first, figure out what happens in said chapter, and then go from there. I have 2 hours. I'm gonna see how many words I can get done. Okay, 2 hours and minimal distractions on my end, not anyone else's. And I was able to get 800 words in and crossed 63,000. I finished a major chapter, which leads into a reactive chapter, I guess I would say. And I don't know, I have the first half of it, I don't have the back half of it, and then it leads into this next thing. And so how do I bridge it all? I don't know. That's the whole point of writing it, is you figure it out as you go. But cruising 800 words, so that means I still need to do 1,200-ish tonight. Yeah. So currently in a given day, I am responsible for getting my word count in, doing my social media, taking care of my baby, taking care of our home and our lives. Like normal people do. I think the difference is that I am not yet truly treating writing like a full-time job. And that's something that is going to have to change as I get more into this. But I think it's been a nice bridge while Selena's very young, that I'm able to be home and spend much of the day with her. But now as I'm pushing toward this book and then going into edits, would land an agent and then a publisher. But I would immediately start working on the next book. And I think that as she gets a little older, as I get further into this, I'm going to have to formalize. And if I'm going to continue doing YouTube, I have to figure out how to do things and talk at the same time. That is proving to be very challenging. Baby's waking up, so I gotta get it together. We're going to an art walk tonight in the Fan of Richmond with a friend. Day 3, sitting down to write. I still haven't made my bed, but excited to get into it. I feel like I have a good chapter ahead of me today. I have a lot of time, so we're gonna see how much I can get done with hopes of maybe not having to work as much this weekend. Not gonna happen. This is a big push. I gotta keep going. So it's 11 p.m. I have 0 words down for the day. It's a Saturday, so I only need 980. On the weekends, I try to give myself, I do half as much as I do during the week because girlfriend needs a break sometimes. Here's the problem tonight. On a night like tonight, I'm like, it's Saturday. We've had a long day, but a good day. And I would like to watch Off Campus and not work. But I'm trying to remind myself, this is the final push on the first draft. And I just need to keep moving. At the same time, last night I did a great job, which makes me feel like, oh, you deserve a break. Anyways, we're not going to do that. I did finish Act 2 last night, which means Act 3 is this like new frontier that is a little daunting because I kind of don't know 1000% what happens. I have pieces and I don't know how they bridge together yet. So anyways, tonight might be a chill session in that I kind of just sit down and see where the characters want to go. And sometimes that can be frustrating and sometimes it can be enlightening. So like, let's hope for the latter. But yeah, 11:15 now. 0 words. Okay, real quick, while Selena and I are playing in the playroom, I want to tell you how writing went today, because I think it's an interesting anecdote of being a writer. So anyways, I don't look great. It's fine. Yesterday, I got sucked into social media. I'm having a little bit of a viral moment right now, which is very fun, but I think it requires some attention. So I spent most of the day on that and therefore did not write, which meant today I went into it with like, okay, Selena's in school from 9 to noon, and I have childcare from noon until 5. Long time. So what do? I drop her off. I get my ducks in order about my social media for the day, just post really quick, check my calendar, realize I'm late for a meeting to tour a recreation club that we cannot afford until I sell a book. So naturally I go to that meeting, then I go to a second meeting, different club, come back, now it's noon, water all the plants because I realize they're gonna die. And then, do you wanna see who I'm talking to? Say hi. 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 I'm feeling hot from having watered the plants because it's like 90 degrees outside. And take a 2-hour nap. I've also been struggling as to like what the end of the book's gonna be, so I think I've been procrastinating. But the good news is I brainstormed for like 20 minutes, came up with the end of the book, ran it by Miriam instead of writing it, and then boo. Okay, we're both in stripes. I wrote 0 words, is the long story short, but I'm well rested and I know what the plot's gonna be, so I have 2,500 words to write tonight because I have to finish 7,500 words in the next 3 days so I can meet the deadline and have Friday to pack for our trip. Yay! Day's not over yet. Ooh. I'm now 2 days away from being done with the first draft of this book. I'm so excited and feeling rather relieved that it's actually coming together. I had a really, really fun idea last night that I think will surprise the readers in the third act, which, I don't know, you always want to keep people turning the page, and I think this is just ultra juicy. And then on the other hand, it resolves one of the issues or one of the conflicts in the book a little early, and it leaves us with this other conflict, which is not the main one. And so I'm not sure how to deal with it. And I think I'm just gonna chalk it up to a first draft issue, and I'm going to come back to it on the second draft. I need to get back into it today and knock out another 2,500 words today, 2,500 words tomorrow, and somehow the book's gonna be done. Okay, this line from Fame is a Gun by Addison Rae. I'm your dream girl and you're not my type. Ugh, it's so perfect for this book. So perfect. Such a telling little line. And the song is fun. The rest of the song doesn't really make sense for the book, but that line, I'm gonna keep it brief tonight because I have a lot of ideas that I want to get down immediately. Now it's 8:45. She and I were playing ball right before bath time, and I was kind of talking the story out with her and came up with a lot of great ideas. It was so cute. It was so fun. So tonight, I believe I'm going to try to push and finish writing the book, the first draft. And I have 3,000 words left. I need to finish one scene, write another big scene, and then write a conclusion. And they're just first drafts, so they don't need to be perfect, but that's a lot to do in one night. Taking a quick break from writing to set up a humidifier and give baby some Tylenol because she's crying. She's got teeth coming in and she's got a croupy cough. I wasn't able to finish last night. I finished this morning. I sat down and knocked out those 1,500 words that I had left. The final push to the first draft. Successful. I finished. 75,000 words. It's done. I got to type the end. I feel so good about this first draft. I was reading back some of the scenes. The first kiss scene makes me giggle. Like, I remembered it, but I didn't remember it. And it captures something. I'm so excited about it. There are so many points to still work on, and that's all right. But for a first draft, I have a really good thing to go back to. So tomorrow we leave for vacation. I finished this morning, and so now I need to go pack for us for a road trip for 6 days. It's gonna be fun, but it's gonna be a lot. And I get to take the week off, which I'm also looking forward to. When I get back from vacation, I'm gonna go right into edits and ideally be able to have a thoroughly edited, reader-ready copy for some of my beta readers by the beginning of July when I go to France for 3 weeks for my dad's 70th. And they can read and provide feedback while I'm gone. Then I come back and turn it around. And ideally, I do want to be querying agents in August because there is a timeliness to this plot that's related to current events. And I think it could be nice to tie it in to the querying process, but I also want to make sure I'm putting out a quality book. For now, the win is that I finished the book. I finished the first draft. I actually met the deadline. I finished it before leaving for vacation. I got so much done in these 2 weeks, and thank you for watching. I hope this has been interesting. It's my first vlog, so I have no idea if I have just shot the most boring edit of me just staring at the camera and talking, and or just like staring at a computer and typing. Like I'm aware of what I've put out here. So if you are still here, thank you so much. If you have any questions about the writing process, if you have any questions about the book, I probably won't answer those because I'm still keeping the plot under wraps, but I'm open to it. I'm open to it. Please, I would love to hear what your questions are, and I will keep you posted because this is going to take all of us for it to be a success. And I'm really grateful to you for watching and for being here. So I hope to write a fabulous book for you. I hope to write a book that makes you smile and squeal and just like feel loved. That's it.